Single mom of 8 needs iPhone 16, 256 gigabytes, nothing much. And of course, most people react by laughing. You could be a mother of 20. No one needs a specific model of iPhone. You might want it, but you don't need it. Hey everyone, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to some more Choosing Beggars. Let's get started. So, I have an idea for a project for an engine. Here we go with the ideas guy. I've always wanted to have a huge project that I've been working on for 2 years to create a strong and practical chess engine. I'm trying to gather a team of developers and contributors that will contribute to build a fairly strong chess engine, not TCEC level, but around 3000 plus. I will allow some flexibility in the project. How generous. If anyone is interested in the project, you can DM me. Doesn't really sound like you've been working on it for 2 years then. More like I've been wanting to get others to work on it for 2 years. There is no GitHub repository, no name for the engine. The engine will be either coded in C or C++, whichever gets the most votes if I manage to get developers and or coders. Get ready for an empty ballot box, and you can take as long as you want to build things for the engine, as in you're allowed to take a long time. Just not long enough if you know what I mean. Just 2 years will do. Can someone please demolish my kitchen and pay me $500 for the favor? They are selling a mid-century modern dining nook and table for $500. Rare 1952 mid-century modern built-in dining nook with matching table. Believed to be white oak with the original green laminate tabletop, a true vintage statement piece. Believed, so you're not even sure what kind of wood it is. Details: booth-style seating, fits 6+, original laminate table with pedestal base, built-in electrical outlets and seating and table base, solid wood construction, great condition for age. $500 for the complete nook, benches, and table. Buyer must remove and transport. See photos for details, message me if interested. So not only is this thing attached to the wall, there's also electrical wires running through it. It also looks like it's set at a very specific angle. Yeah, I don't know about this. And for this next one, can someone please provide free labor, but don't ask me for anything? Looking for a couple of reliable helpers for my one-day rummage sale on Saturday, August 30th. This is real work. I need people who are willing to actually help with moving furniture, carrying items, setting up tables, and hauling things outside. Please don't respond if you're just looking for free food or freebies. I'll provide food and drinks, and as a thank you, helpers can pick out a few sale items of their choice, possibly a small stipend or gas money, but not promised. And who knows when this is ending, cause it says morning until done. If you're saying this is real work, then it needs to come with real pay. OP also points out this isn't for charity or a fundraiser or anything. This woman is simply asking people to work her yard sale for free, and she might offer scraps if she makes enough money. And let me guess, however much she makes, it's not gonna be enough. And now, how nice of this next person. Can I have some free beats? As a producer, unless offered, never ask for free beats. That's like asking, can I take your hours of work for free? It's just unrealistic and disrespectful, you know? I'll allow you to send me some beats. Bro, I'm not giving you anything for free. Stop. It's okay. I'll just take it. Take what? You ain't getting any. This next one wanted a free meal and dessert. I work at a small diner. Last week a customer came in, ordered a full meal, and finished everything on the plate. When I dropped off the check, they said, I didn't really like it. Can you just comp it? I told them that since they ate it all, I couldn't take it off the bill. Their response? You're saying I have to pay for food I didn't even enjoy? That's not good customer service. At least throw in a free dessert to make up for it. They tried to argue with my manager too. Ended up storming out saying they would leave a bad review because we don't care about customers. If everyone got food they didn't like taken off their bill, then restaurants would go out of business. Everyone would be pretending they didn't like their food. This next one offered free moving boxes. Apparently I was supposed to be a free delivery service too? So I posted on my local Facebook group offering free moving boxes after my apartment move and put my number. They were all flattened, clean, and I even offered to leave them by the curb so it'd be an easy pickup. Now usually this would be enough, more than enough even. But then someone called me asking if I could deliver the boxes to their house. I don't have a car, they said. Sorry, they're free, but you need to pick them up yourself, I replied. replied. You're being a little selfish. If you were a good person, you'd help people who don't have transportation. What's the point of giving them away if you won't go the extra mile? I simply dropped the call and went about my business, so apparently offering free boxes also means I signed up to become a free delivery service? At this point, just glad they didn't expect you to be a moving service for them too. And what do they mean by what's the point of giving them away if you won't go the extra mile? The whole point of an extra mile is that it's extra, not expected. No one is entitled to it. Unless you're a choosy beggar, in which case you feel like you're entitled to everything. This next one is asking a single mom group to pay for $300 worth of clothes and miscellaneous items to start work. Hey y'all, I got the best news today. I start work soon, but with that being said, I need some help getting stuff that I need to work. Any and all help is greatly appreciated. Edit. Unfortunately, there isn't any thrift stores or a Goodwill in the city I live in. Here's my Cash App. And here's the Walmart order for 47 items worth $321.26. Good lord. Now before we dig into these comments, if you're enjoying this video, then why not like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell? Now let's dig in. Thrift stores is where I got all my new things for work. I spent a total of $48 for a week's worth of work clothes. To ask for over $300 in new clothes is not a smart financial move. That same money could get the clothes you need, plus some food for this week and then some. CB replies, for those who keep saying about the amount of items, there's also stuff I can eat while I'm at work. There's 2 outfits. Shoes, socks, shoes again, cause you can never have enough shoes, headbands, hair ties, Lunchables, lunchbox containers. The most important things to me are the outfits, hair ties, and headbands, which total to $185. And the reply, ma'am, you are engaged, posting in a single mom group. What is he doing to help you? You are not a single mom, you have help, then try to justify it saying it's food that you can eat. Y'all don't have food in your house? You don't know how to pack a lunch? I have way more questions than answers now. And someone else says, take your nonsense elsewhere, asking people to fund you for headbands and Lunchables? What are you, a first grader? Angry emoji. Choosy Beggar replies, for one, y'all are rude AF. Y'all don't know where I'm working, nor do y'all understand my situation, so to sit there and judge is just plain rude. I don't have a lunchbox to pack lunch. I don't have food to pack for lunch because when I buy food, I focus on meals for my child at home. And my fiance is doing everything he can to help me by staying home with our child because we can't afford daycare. So for you to sit there and judge me when you don't know anything about me or my life is completely and utterly wrong of y'all. Well, that's probably because other people think you're being rude, going into a group that's meant for single moms, and begging in a group you don't even belong in. And as for lunchboxes, you don't necessarily need one to pack a lunch. There are a lot of different kinds of containers that work just fine. As this anonymous commenter says, grocery bags as lunchboxes work just fine. Dollar Tree has plastic baggies to put things in. This is overboard. And not only that, there are also like 5 thrift stores around her area. People even gave her addresses, but she responded by saying they were too far to get to. They were like 20 minutes away. Oh goodness, let's move on to this next one, who's a travel influencer with 3,000 followers. The influencer says, hi, your art is really good. How much for you to draw my dog? OP replies, hi, thank you so much for checking out my work. It all depends on the photo you want to draw and the collectivity, but typically $1 to $5. Feel free to send me a picture and I'll try to work with you. Can you do it for free? Unfortunately not, I'm sorry. Feel free to let me know if you're still interested. Never mind. Now you'd think that would be the end of it, but the choosing beggar comes back later with, hello, has a price on the art changed yet? Changed? It was $1 to $5. How much cheaper do you want it? But OP actually said, nope, still the same price. If you change your mind and want to purchase some, let me know. Do you sell 3D art that you can ship out? Yes, but it will cost more depending on what you want. You can also check out my website to see prices and what I have to offer. Can you make a painting of me? And she sends a pic of herself. Of course, you're very pretty, by the way. Thank you! It very much depends on the size and style, but if you want me to paint that exact picture, it's probably going to be around $10 to $50. Free with an ungodly number of question marks, please! I discussed this with you yesterday, I cannot do free art. That's why you built like Peter Griffin. And then some more immature insults. If you're gonna be ugly, at least be a good cause to the world with a bunch of crying laughing emojis. And I do mean once again an ungodly amount. OMG, I am dying at the fact you actually thought I would purchase art. Your art sucks, by the way. Get better. I could literally draw better blindfolded. Even more crying laughing emojis. You're never gonna have good art. I have plenty of friends, family, a girlfriend, and random people that have told me I'm extremely beautiful. Trust me, I'm not worried what you think about my looks. I also find it very funny how all you post about is trips to places that are very expensive, like Bora Bora, Paris, London, Madrid, the Bahamas, etc. Yet you don't want to pay $10 to $50 for some art. If you give me it for free, I'll forgive you, or you could just discount it. I have a lot of followers and I'll promote it. No thanks, I'm not interested in doing business with people like you. I don't need your followers, and after this disrespectful interaction, I don't want your followers from my page. Bye! By the way, they are apparently 23 years old, acting like this. Like if you hadn't told me, I would think this was a child. And now pay me to take down my chimney, but hey, you get free bricks. Take this chimney away. Estimated 600 bricks are in great shape but need to be disassembled and hauled away from the chimney. $50 or best offer. And Mega512 comments, companies charge like $3,000 to take those down. For this next one, can someone please help me furnish my entire apartment for free in one of the most expensive areas of Vancouver? On a free stuff page, of course. Hi everyone, I'm moving in kits into a new place and I'm trying to set up little by little. I'm looking for a few essentials, preferably in good condition and in light/neutral tones. Scandinavian farmhouse or coastal style would be perfect. Specific styles too. Wow, way to limit the number of offers you're gonna get. A rectangular dining table with chairs, white or light wood like pine, a queen mattress, new or almost new, a bed frame with 2 nightstands, a sofa bed in neutral colors, gray, taupe, or beige, not dark colors, a round coffee table, white or light wood, a small bathroom cabinet, white or light wood, cookware, dishes, cutlery, and kitchen basics in good condition, a large area rug for the living room, a microwave that works good, any other nice home essentials that could help make a cozy, relaxing space. Thank you so much for your kindness and support. Gotta love the people who put up entire lists on free stuff pages hoping they can get something. Please. Now what's surprising about all this is people are actually offering her free stuff. What's not so surprising, none of the things actually meet her specific requirements. And because of that, she's declining some stuff. She did, however, accept someone's offer of a king-size bed as long as it's new. And edit, since then she has now declined a bed frame with storage underneath because its black and dark colors don't match the color scheme she is going for, lol. We may have found the very definition of choosy beggar here. Begging, actually being offered free stuff, but declining it because it just doesn't fit the aesthetic, you know. And now we have a guy who's upset that the free plants I gave him don't look like the picture, even though they're the exact same plant. Hello, is this still available? Can I have some plants? Yeah? Where can I meet you? There should be baggies on the porch, take one. Yes, sir. Can you check if you still have it? There should be, yes. Can I come pick up tonight? Yeah. Maybe take an hour and 10 minutes to get there. It's there. Okay, you home? The duckweed is on the porch. You home? I'm in the front door. It's good if you come out and allow me to take it, and I don't see it. Hello? You there? Thumbs up. Did you take it? It's not there and it's wet where the bag was. Just little? I thought you will give me like your picture. That's my entire aquarium. The big leaf one. The aquarium is 10 inches. That's the size of the leaf. This next person on Facebook Marketplace is giving out vintage and antique furniture all free. Clear out must go this weekend. Now most people who are interested in that kind of stuff would be like, oh interesting, let me go over there. Not this person though. It may be free, but I won't waste my gas or time driving 3 or 4 hours just to get these free items in the junk. Okay, great, glad you let me know. It's not about the things listed, it's about the distance to pick up the junk, duh. Well, I didn't invite you specifically to come here. Like, obviously this is for people who are in the area. If it's too far for you, then just ignore this and move on. And for this next one, apparently free toiletries weren't enough. I coupon as a hobby, and sometimes I have more items that I do not need, and I wanted to do a good deed. I posted on our neighborhood website that I had a whole household pack of goodies that I was willing to give away for free. There was toothpaste, shampoo, soap, toilet paper, etc., all brand new. All they had to do was pick it up. I had one lady message me. She told me she really needed the products because she was going through a hard time. I told her she was welcome to the products, but she had to pick it up. She immediately went into a story about how she could not come pick up because of this and that, and could I just please drop off for her? I told her no, that I was willing to help someone out with free stuff, but I was not going to deliver for her on top of that. Maybe that makes me a bad person, but it's the principle for me at this point. And that she didn't even want to try and find someone to come pick up for her if she really didn't have a car. Needless to say, I just donate items directly to designated charities now to avoid the hassle. Yeah, asking for free delivery on top of already free stuff, that's just an extra burden for the giver when they're already trying to do something good for you. This next one is asking for a free horse, please. Wanted, seeking a horse for an awesome young lady. Hello, my daughter is 12. She's been riding since she was 6. I'm looking for a tame, rideable horse with a saddle and a few basic things. I can get a shelter and provide all the basics to be sure this horse lives its best life. Fingers crossed, and I'm sending this out to the universe with great hope. Heart emoji. And to this day, we still don't know how the universe has responded. We go to the Elon app for this next one. Someone from my local queer Facebook group is actively trying to commission me for a $500 plus art piece while also actively requesting mutual aid for rent. I know we should be able to enjoy art regardless of income, and yes, support artists, but I don't know if now is the time for this piece, babe. Yeah, people need to get their priorities in order. And Royally Okie says, I'd be worried about actually receiving payment. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna actually be able to afford such a commission. For this next one, they want you to pay to work on their farm, $9.50 for one private room plus work as a farmhand. Description: private rooms with bathrooms on walkout level, 19 species of domestic animals plus wildlife on 25 acres of garden, creek, ponds, forests, pastures on 25 rolling acres. I believe you already said that, unless the pastures are a separate 25 acres. 6 minutes to this place, 20 minutes to these other 2 places. We are currently 3 people looking to round out our so-called family to co-create heaven on earth with wellness/well-being focus. We are giving priority to a homestead/farm savvy man or couple with practical skills and common sense. A unique opportunity for the active-oriented. Are you outdoorsy? Love physical labor? Crazy about animals? Love growing and harvesting food? Stewarding Mother Earth and improving environments? Would be perfect for someone doing office work remotely, as if you'll have time to do your remote work with all of that physical labor you have to do around the farm. $9.50 a month based on single occupancy, DD 1 month's rent. I'm guessing DD is the deposit. Pets are extra and can be considered if suitable with free-range chickens and other small animals. Utilities, parking, and Wi-Fi included. Month-to-month trial period with long-term feasibility being a hopeful possibility. So if you're not doing what they qualify as a good job, then you can get right out. Consumables like food, toilet paper, and cleaning supplies are not provided by the landlord, but occasional collaborative and potluck-style mealtimes are enjoyed. Online applications can be requested. We look forward to hearing from you. It would be great to pass these values and skills on to future generations. Please, can someone pay for the privilege of working on my property? And all this family stuff sounds a little weird, not gonna lie. Is there some kind of cult going on here? I hope not. For this next one, we have a family beggar. My beggar cousin told me how she is obsessed with the product my company makes. I gifted her a lot of things to be nice that I ultimately paid about $100 for out of pocket, but it was no big deal. Unfortunately, it turned into a very big deal when she friggin' contacted them non-stop for the next year asking for different flavors, bigger sizes. I gave a lot of travel size items so she could try different things, like the audacity. We're not even close. Now here's someone who complains about not enough filling. I happened to need to go buy the grocery before work one morning, so I decided to be nice and pick up some pastries and share them with coworkers in my department. One dude came up later to thank me and told me they were pretty good. Would have been better if they had more filling. I never brought any treats to work for sharing again. I mean, I guess they didn't really beg for it, so not really a choosing beggar, but definitely a little ungrateful. I mean, they were free. He could have kept that comment to himself. This next Facebook post has got to be one of the most ridiculous offers I've ever seen. This is a big one, lol. I need to shop. I found a great one for $350,000. I'm in negotiations to purchase on contract, but he wants $50,000 down and I only have $10,000 currently, so it sounds like you're not in the position to open a shop. So here I am asking a bunch of strangers for $350,000. I will pay it forward in the form of 7,000 oil changes to the needy. I would allow the donor to run the oil change program for the disbursement duration of the next 3 years. Let's do something great together. Yeah, together, while you get to keep all the profit. Also, why are you asking for the full amount when you really only need $40,000 for the down payment? I say only $40,000 as if that's not an insane amount of money to ask Facebook strangers for. This next one offered to help their friend with rent one time. Now she thinks I'm her backup wallet. Wow. Last month, my friend was struggling to pay her rent. She was panicking and said she might get evicted, so I stepped in and helped cover the last $800, no strings attached. I didn't expect payback right away, but I thought she'd at least appreciate it. Instead, she's now treating me like her personal ATM. This week, she asked if I could spot her for her nails and then hinted that I should help her with a quick weekend trip because I seem to be doing well financially. When I said I couldn't keep helping like that, she actually pouted and said, "Wow, must be nice to pick and choose who you help. I'm not a bank. Just because I helped once doesn't mean I signed up to be her backup financial plan. Now I'm rethinking our entire friendship, and even banks would ask for their money back. It's why they give out loans, not donations." These choosing beggars need to realize that people aren't obligated to help every single person who asks just because they might be a little better off financially. For this next one, pay me $300 to watch my cats while I'm out of town. And get ready, cause unlike the length of your stay, this post is a long one. Looking to rent out my room in a very short-term arrangement, 1 week exactly, 7 days, not a day after, $350 for 1 week, everything included, no pets at all. Stays while I'm out of town will be $300 a week for help with feeding the cats. You will have the whole house to yourself. Must be a trustworthy person. I've gone through over 100 roommates in a lifetime, and why is it always hard to kick someone out? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Wait, what do you mean always? How often are you kicking people out? You will have to sign a contract, no consecutive stays either. Hold on. 100 roommates? What on earth have you been doing to go through so many roommates? If you're homeless, I'm sorry. I've been homeless too, but I've never not paid rent or tried to stay somewhere extraordinary over my time. Depends on what your definition of extraordinary is. My boyfriend at the time, before I went homeless, didn't tell me he wasn't paying the rent, and all of our shit got thrown into the dumpster. Life's tough, but don't make it harder on someone who is trying to help you. I want to travel more and need someone to house sit. I'm also financially struggling with my business and can use the extra cash. Please don't tell me this business is an MLM. I don't mind helping people out, but I don't want this to turn into something bad or something I may regret. Please only refer this leasing offer to well-rounded people. Comment below for questions or if you are interested. Couples are okay if y'all don't fight, but absolutely no kids or pets. Everything is completely furnished and equipped. Hell, I don't even care if you eat some of my food, but it would be polite to ask. Artists are welcomed. I'm creating a work studio space for multimedia artists. I would love to collaborate with someone. If you're making people pay to take care of your cats, I wonder what those collaboration offers will look like. Like, would I have to pay to collaborate with you? Please throw this out there to anyone who is a genuinely kind person in need of housing or a gateway, extended stay for the in-laws, or even just a space where you can get away for the week and have a change in environment. I'm a pretty open person and you must be open to my lifestyle as well. We are all grown adults here, or at least should be. Thanks for reading. Remember, 1 week stay only. There's probably going to be a lot of speculation about your lifestyle when you've gone through over 100 roommates. Now let's dig into those Facebook comments. Wow, I've had you on Facebook for a long time and always considered you to be an honest person. You really want someone to pay you to watch your house and animals for a whole week? You should probably delete this, dude, before someone starts sharing it on Jack's groups. P.S. I do pet/house sitting as a side gig. I don't charge much for trustworthy people. I have no idea where you're coming up with this idea and really hope you're joking. Hold on. Did I read this right and you want someone to pay you $300 to stay at your house and take care of your pets and your stuff for 1 week? You do realize that people pay for house and pet sitting, not the other way around. This is absurd. This isn't a lease. This is a ripoff. This would be you taking advantage of someone probably experiencing housing insecurity. Honestly, despicable. This is absurd, and I sure no one puts themselves in this awful situation. Shame on you. And someone just asks, are you on crack? This is hilarious. And the Choosy Beggar simply replies, go away, troll. And another comment, remember that if you're homeless, you don't have $300 a week to pay for rent nor take care of your cat's needs, and you're definitely not going to be able to move that same week. Either you're an idiot or completely apathetic and ignorant to the reality of our world. Go ahead and post that with a third-party company. There are a lot more comments like these, but I think you get the point. This next one wants you to build their shed for free, but you'll need a second person that will also get paid a grand total of $0. I need a shed put together for free. It's fairly large, probably take more than one person to do it. It is new and in 2 heavy boxes inside my house. Anyone have time and experience? Not for free, they don't. And the comments, it's probably gonna cost more than the shed to put it together. You also need a wood platform to put it on according to the instructions. I've put a few of those together for customers. By the time you put it together and do it right, they could have paid for a wood building. Also, they are not very stable in high winds. So if a storm comes through, good luck. CB simply replies, I can't pay you. Good luck on getting it done for free. Probably need to ask help from a church. I would highly recommend this place. They are firefighter owned. And someone else says, geez, I couldn't even find someone to help me with a couple small things when I was laid out after my cancer surgery 3 weeks ago. Things that wouldn't even take an hour to do, but you're asking for a whole shed to be put together for free? Something that looks like it's a 2-person job? And someone else recommends a place, but the CB simply replies, for free. And another person messaged them, but I can't pay you. Well, sorry if they wanted fair pay for their work. And for this next one, watch my son for $5 an hour. I might be possibly looking for a babysitter, maybe a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home daycare, but here's the thing, it's only for Mondays and I prefer someone who has children around my son's age. My son is so easily what? But he's an only child and I'd like for him to be socialized, and I'd like you to have 3 character social references. Looking to pay around $40 for the day because I'm not rich and my son is a cakewalk as long as you're good to him. Even easier if you have someone for him to play with. He's 4 and very docile for a little boy. I'm basically looking for a single mother, and if she has a child's age, she basically has nothing to do, and basically they'll entertain each other, so if you have a problem with my price, please scroll on, I don't want to hear it. Just because children can play with each other doesn't mean those children can just go on unsupervised. You still have to watch them, so no, it wouldn't be basically nothing. That's still something. And the comments, no offense, but $40 for an 8-hour day is only $5 an hour. I don't even know teenagers who babysit for that little. Yeah, but my son is easy peasy. If you don't like my price, scroll on. Yeah, they all say their children are super easy. Like if you don't have to do a thing. But if it's a stay-at-home mom with another kid and they can basically entertain each other, she basically has to do nothing, so please scroll past. No one on that site will take $40 a day. Most people in there charge $20 an hour. And then this beggar is still going on about the whole 2 children playing together thing. Choosing Beggar continues, I'm a florist with a trade and I don't make that much, so you're funny. No one is trying to be rude to you though. I think you just have to be realistic, and no, they aren't doing nothing. They're still caring for your child, making sure they're safe, feeding them, etc., etc. They're not doing nothing, and if that's the way you feel about childcare, then you better make sure the person that's going to take that amount of money isn't someone you can't trust with your child. The babysitting game is not like it used to be. Yes, we all know it's hard for single mothers, but that's just what people charge nowadays. People do want to be paid fairly after all. Choosing Beggar continues. And like I said, what are they offering me? Are they college educated? What? Because I have a trade and I don't make that much, so I think people on here are delusional. And guess what? I grew up in this township that is a rich area, and I don't think people would react like this, so this is just funny to me. There is no way this isn't rage bait. Then do your best to scroll on. While people stay-at-home moms with no degrees getting mad about my price, laughable, please go substantiate yourselves and come back to me. You people are funny. This is a bougie area, and it really isn't even that rich because I grew up in this township and not even they would be like this. Oh my goodness, this person is giving me a headache. Frolic and Detour says she wants a single mom because she thinks a single mom is desperate enough to take her $40. Ugh. And now let's take a look at this absolutely wild job description for minimum wage. For a childcare provider in a private home. Job description. We are looking for a care provider to take care of our 7 children of different ages, multi-age group of children. Duties include: supervise and care for our children at our residence, prepare and serve meals for the household, do laundry for the household. And by the way they're saying for the household, I'm guessing this isn't just for the children. Change diapers for younger children, sterilize bottles, and prepare formulas. Instruct children in personal hygiene and social development. Bathe, dress, and feed infants and children. Clean, organize, and maintain the house as needed and as instructed. Create and ensure a safe environment at our residence. Organize activities such as games and outings for our children. Help with homework. Provide age-appropriate educational training through organized activities such as games, crafts, reading, and outings, and provide emotional support. This job takes place in the employer's home. Optional accommodation is available at no charge on a live-in basis. You work in the employer/client's home. Salary of $15.75 an hour for 40 hours per week. And that is Canadian dollars, by the way. And the hours from Monday to Friday are flexible and may vary from week to week. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., and also providing the legal minimum number of vacation days. Looking through nanny job listings is something for sure. So many listings are just you do everything while we give you as little as legally possible. It's insulting, to be honest, and I hope no one takes that job because they'll just be taken advantage of. Yeah, who knows what's not listed here that they're also gonna try and make you do. And now, I don't like your gift, so now I'm gonna sell it for money. This happened last Christmas. I was in a Facebook group. A mother posted that she cannot afford Christmas presents for her young child, and if anyone could find it in their heart to buy her a gift for her daughter for the holiday season, please. Well, lucky for her, I am a person with a good heart and was taught to love thy neighbor and help a person in need. I contact the person on Messenger, I ask them what they want. They mentioned a Blue's Clues toy, one of the most popular toys this last holiday season. I found the toy she requested and purchased it with my own money and had it shipped by Amazon to her. I received a post from her thinking it would be a thank you letter, but instead she says she didn't like the gift and will sell it online for money. So I learned my lesson that most scams are online, and if I want to help a person in the future, it will either be in person or through a toy charity such as Toys for Tots. Sounds like you ran into a reseller. And with the holidays not too far out, this is your reminder to beware of these kinds of scammers. This next one sold an Acer Aspire all-in-one computer for $100. Obviously not to this person who said can do $50 if can deliver to this neighborhood on the other side of town anytime. May add a bit for gas, don't need windows and stuff. And then the next day, last chance. What? I already sold it at full price, lol. You seriously expect me to take half price and drive it across town? Clown emoji? Are you frog? Did anyone know where you were driving from? Also, are you stupid? Did anyone say they wouldn't pay you $30 for gas? Yes, we know you were stupid, lol, and we love that you feel stupid. We also know that you were blocked this second, stupid moron, lol. They literally sold their item for the price they were asking for. Clearly, they're not the stupid one here. And now we all have our priorities, like this next one who's looking for a 75-inch TV. I can't pay much, I have no job yet. As if somehow that's gonna help them with their job. And this next one who's in need of a new phone. I believe in this place, you mean you live in this place. I don't have a car, so if you can bring it to me, that would be good. It would also be good if you could proofread your posts before you send them. At least they're not asking for a specific model of phone. So, I'd like to thank all of my members, especially Catalin Cormendi, Amethyst Phoenix, Mike Hawk, Hold Up, and our newest member of the royalty, Taylor Wheatley. You can join simply by clicking the join button below. Feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell if you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment if you've got something on your mind.